4 within the morning and the seashore changed into abandoned when a police officer on responsibility determined Donald Trump's wife here below a lifeguard stand within the organization of every other guy. Myra Maples, the previous actress. TV personality quality recognized for her excessive profile marriage to Donald Trump has in large part stayed out of the highlight in current years, focusing on spirituality, wellness, philanthropy, but over time people could not help but surprise what went wrong in her marriage to the now two-time President Donald Trump. But in a tragic replace, Mara Maples revealed the heartbreaking news that stunned lovers. While she has confronted public scrutiny and personal challenges through the years, this modern-day development marks one of the most hard moments in her life, shedding mild on the struggles she has saved non-public until now. There may be plenty to discover these days, so let's get started. The start of a celeb. Mara Maples' life and career have been closely intertwined with her high-profile marriage to Donald Trump. However, her story is far more than just that of a president's ex-wife. Born on October 27, 1963, in Coha, Georgia, Maples first gained national attention inside the overdue 1980s, whilst rumors of her affair with Trump started out making tabloid headlines at the time. Trump became nonetheless married to his first wife, Ivana Trump, with whom he shared 3 youngsters, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. The distinctly publicized affair culminated in a 1990 The Front web page story inside the New York Post, which featured the infamous quote attributed to Maples' first-rate intercourse I ever, whilst she later denied ever making the statement. The scandal 0147 surrounding her relationship with Trump simplest fueled media fascination together with her. But earlier than we get to that tale, there's a chunk extra we want to recognize. Via 1991, Maples had already stepped into the amusement industry, laying her newfound notoriety that 12 months she appeared as a movie star guest at WWF WrestleMania 7, serving as the unique guest timekeeper for the principal occasion between Hulk Hogan and WWF champion Sergeant Slaughter. Across the identical time, Maples made a cameo inside the hit television collection Designing Women, performing as herself in an episode that playfully acknowledged her media picture even as Maples became making television appearances. Trump become navigating enormous financial turmoil. The early 1990s had been especially rough for him as his actual property empire was underneath colossal pressure because of mounting debt. By 1991, Trump's Atlantic City casinos, which includes the Taj Mahal, Trump Plaza, and Trump Castle, were all struggling financially. In June 1991, Trump's flagship Taj Mahal online casino filed for bankruptcy, forcing him to relinquish a portion of his ownership to lenders. No matter these setbacks, he controlled to barter offers that allowed him to preserve manage of his properties at the same time as restructuring his debts. In August 1992, Maples joined the cast of the Tony Award-prevailing Broadway musical The Will Rogers Foals, playing the function of Ziegfeld's favorite. The show, which had opened in May 1991, turned into a lavish production chronicling the life of slapstick comedian Will Rogers. Maples took over the role from Katie Huffman, bringing her very own style and celebrity appeal to the manufacturing. While this marked a sizable milestone in her appearing profession, the timing turned into also incredible as Trump turned into handling endured financial struggles, consisting of negotiations to save his actual property holdings and become simultaneously entangled in an exceedingly publicized divorce war with Ivana. The two had been additionally romantically involved on the time Trump and Maples welcomed their daughter Tiffany Trump on October 13, 1993, 2 months in a while. December 20th, 1993, they married in a lavish ceremony on the Plaza Hotel. This marriage became anything, however, a fairy tale. Controversial marriage to Donald Trump and messy divorce. Mara Maples and Donald Trump first crossed paths within the mid to overdue 80s, a length when Trump turned into at the height of his actual property dominance in New York City. Trump turned into married to Ivana Trump, his first wife, and the mom of his 3 eldest kids. Their merry marriage was often portrayed as a electricity couple dynamic, with Ivana conserving her very own in Trump's formidable world. Maples, on the other hand, became a younger girl from Cohutta, Georgia, who had moved to New York to pursue a profession in modeling and performing. She turned into a Southern splendor queen who had aspirations of making it massive in the amusement enterprise. Sooner or later, within the late 80s, she met Trump, and their connection fast became romantic. Trump, recognized for his affinity for lovely women, become without delay attracted to Maples. His appeal, splendor at the same time as the exact timeline of their affair remains debated. Reports endorse that they have been romantically concerned for at least 2 years earlier. Then the scandal broke. The affair between Trump and Maples became public knowledge in 1989, placing off a media firestorm. The most infamous second got here in 1990 when Ivana Trump and Mara Maples had a confrontation at the ski slopes of Aspen, Colorado. In the course of a circle of relatives excursion, Ivana faced Maple in public, Maine, to a dramatic scene that changed into broadly protected via tabloids rapidly after Trump and Ivana's marriage unraveled and their divorce proceedings started out. Donald and Ivana Trump's divorce turned into one of the maximum contentious and steeply priced divorces of the early 90s. Ivana, to start with, fought for a considerable portion of Trump's wealth as she had played a critical role in his enterprise empire. The felony struggle changed into messy and public, with accusations flying from both aspects. Ivana's lawyers argued that Trump were untrue, while Trump tried to guard his assets from being divided. At some point of this time, Mara Maples, determined, died herself on the center of intense media scrutiny. She became labeled as a home wrecker and confronted harsh grievance from the public. In the press, tabloid headlines painted her as a gold digger, a person who had used her courting with Trump to enhance her profession. One in all the most notorious tabloid stories became a front-page article inside the New York Post in 1990, which quoted Maples as allegedly saying that Trump was the first-class intercourse I ever had. Whilst Maples denied ever making this statement, the harm became accomplished. The quote have become one of the maximum infamous strains associated with their affair. By using 1991, Trump's personal and monetary life was in turmoil. His real estate empire changed into suffering due to mounting debt, leading to more than one bankruptcies of his Atlantic City casinos, inclusive of the Trump Taj Mahal. On the identical time, his public image turned into tarnished by using his breakup from Ivana. Regardless of all this, his courting with Maples persevered, albeit beneath continued media scrutiny. At the 13th of October 1993, Mara Mapes gave birth to Tiffany Trump, named after the famed Tiffany & Co. rings, save which become positioned subsequent to Trump Tower in New York 2 months afterward. December 20th, 1993, Trump and Maples had been married in a lavish wedding at the Plaza Hotel, certainly one of Trump's prized properties. The rite changed into a grand spectacle attended via celebrities, business mogul, and excessive profile figures such as O.J. Simpson. Rosie O'Donnell, however, in the back of the glitz and glamour, there had been already symptoms that the wedding became extra about public image than authentic romantic commitment. No matter the grandeur of the wedding, Trump were reluctant to marry Maples. His prenuptial agreement along with her was reportedly far stricter than the one he had with Ivana. Maples acquired far financial benefits in case of a divorce, with sources claiming that she was limited to a $2 million payout. This stark evaluation to Ivana's rewarding divorce settlement cautioned that Trump had found out from his beyond and was taking no chances this time around. Even after their wedding ceremony, Trump and Maples' marriage changed into plagued through problems. Trump was fed on with rebuilding his empire and rebranding himself after his financial issues of the early 90s. He began expanding his real property emblem, launching new ventures, and trying to get over his bankruptcies. Maples, alternatively, was nevertheless looking to establish herself in Hollywood. She pursued acting roles, made TV appearances, and even dabbled in track. However, many inside the enjoyment industry viewed her as a superstar with the aid of association in place of an extreme actress. Their marriage lacked actual emotional intensity, and by means of the mid-1990s, tensions among them had been obvious. Even as they endured to make public appearances collectively at the back of closed doorways, their courting turned into strained. With the aid of 1,997, the wedding had reached its breaking factor and they separated. Rumors of infidelity, incompatibility, and Trump's developing ambitions contributed to their split. Their divorce became finalized in 1999, and while it turned into much less dramatic than Trump's preceding divorce from it nonetheless drew public attention. Maples, in large part, retreated from the highlight following the divorce, shifting to California to attention on raising Tiffany Trump, not like Ivana, who remained truly intertwined with Trump's enterprise and public life. Maples distanced herself from Trump's international for Trump. This marriage turned into every other excessive profile courting that reinforced his image as a bigger-than-life figure person who changed into always surrounded with the aid of stunning women and media interest. However, it also highlighted his tumultuous non-public existence and the controversies that often observed him. For Maples, the wedding formed her public identification, often overshadowing her man or woman achievements in entertainment, even as she had a career in acting, Broadway, and television. She was for all time related to Trump and the scandal that had delivered her into the highlight in later years. Maples targeted